Line toward right center. And this is going to get down for extra bases as that'll get 2 and possibly all 3 home. He's in at second safely as they take the lead with 2 runs scoring on the play. Here's Miguel Andujar now. He'll look to pad that RBI total here, entering play 8th in the American League in that category.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people are surprised by that. Listen, it's still early. I'm not saying he won't keep this up, but things tend to even out as the season goes along.
Ready with the 1-2. Line toward the gap in left center. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And the second run will score. It's now a 4-0 game.
Dan, from a pitcher standpoint, that's a backbreaker. 2 out, 2 RBI base hit right there.
Awfully frustrating. You're trying to make some good pitches. You get 2 outs, and all of a sudden you give up that big base hit that drives in 2. Frustrating for a pitcher.
Giancarlo Stanton now as he begins this one as the 4th leading hitter in the American League. Looking up is Hernandez. Gone!
I think if this pitch would have been a little higher and in on his hands, it would have been effective. But he left this one belt high. Big mistake. He's a guy that will feast on belt high pitches on the inner half, which is pretty obvious now.
Back up the middle, and that's through for a hit.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
Line to the right side. In his career, LeMahieu brings in a batting average resting just under .320, and they'll look to inch closer to that mark with a base hit here.
Yeah, Matty, I know in today's game, batting average isn't held in high regard, but for a career.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here. Back now for the 2nd inning in the Bronx, and here's Heidi Watney with an update on the weather.
Well, Matt, the forecast isn't pretty, but it does sound like we're going to get this one in, even if it takes a while. It's coming down at a decent rate as of right now, and it's likely to intensify as the game moves along. The grounds crew is standing by to put that tarp on the field if the umpires call a delay. We'll have to hope that any such halt in the action is short-lived.
Yeah, Heidi, and the least appreciated people in the ballpark, the grounds crew, will have some newfound fans if they can keep the playing surface playable throughout, given the conditions.
All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today. And let's focus our attention on shortstop Didi Gregorius. Not only has this guy been knighted, yes, they call him Sir Didi back in his homeland, Curacao. He's one of the best ball players coming down the pike, starting with Andrew Jones, Xander Bogaerts, and it's Didi Gregorius this time. Hits from the left side of the plate with power and the ability to go in the hole with one of the strongest arms in the game.
The second baseman, Allen.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up Alan Hansen. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. Stepping in, Aaron Judge hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Brito is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Gregorius, he singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. The 2-2. Sent on the ground out to second. Henson right there over the smoke at first, and there are 2 away.
Had to protect there with 2 strikes, and he just got it off the end of that. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
Line drive to left. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his 2nd of the night. So that 2-out success means Gary Sanchez will get to hit here.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
There's a swing and a high pop-up. And the catch is made right on top of the pitcher's mound for the 3rd out. 1 left for the Yankees. They lead it. Stepping into the box, Freddie Galvis. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second with a punch out, 1 away.
Number 9.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Danny Jansen. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. The 2-2 one more time. Locks him up for strike 3. Digging in now, Jonathan Davis. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Well, you don't need us to tell you it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you...
And the throw to first, he's there. The inning is over. Blue Jays go down in order. They won't make a dent in a 6. And we're back for the bottom of the third. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the third inning and putting runs right out of the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. And it's gone as they add still another.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their... It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Into the box, Miguel Andujar. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Davis is right there, 1 down.
The center fielder.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Giancarlo Stanton. 1 run in and 1 gun so far this inning.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
He stays alive, still 2-2. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Into center field, line drive, base hit. Another multi-hit game for him here tonight. No surprise there as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. He's set. Here's the 3-2. So this is hauled in by the second baseman, but he's safe at first as he gets back in time.
Now batting, the second baseman, DJ.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in DJ LeMahieu. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Here now the 2-2. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Wow, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
In now, Aaron Judge. He sends it out to left field. Well hit. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. So he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate as this lead got even wider. Stepping in now, Didi Gregorius. Davis is there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. Hard on the ground towards short. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out. And as I thought might be the case based on how close that play was, they're requesting a chance to review the replay and decide whether or not to challenge the safe call.
Yeah, I wasn't so sure about him being safe either, but here's another shot of it right here. Not easy to tell for sure from that shot. Going to be interesting to see what they want to do with this one.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for that play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
The Yankees are challenging the previous
Okay,
play.
we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? You know, I think there is. The shot right there makes it look like the ball beat him to first. Looks like a well-used challenge.
Okay, umpires look ready, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and it ends up being a well-used challenge there.
The call of safe at first base has been overturned.
Well, there it is. This one is going to be delayed as the crew chief has made the call to suspend action.
You know, Matt, I just get the feeling this isn't going to be a very long delay. And we do have some clearing skies, so I think both of these guys possibly will go back out.
Standing in now, Justin Smoke. Taken, strike two called, and it's even at 2-2. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first two are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
The 3-1.
Hey, Oscar.
Bullet back up the middle. Stanton will get there, and he puts it away to retire. David Phelps answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Brito over to his right, 1 out. The Blue Jays are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. Certainly not the night he wanted to have.
Man, this is the kind of performance every starting pitcher they have nightmares about, right? You warm up going into the game, not even able to get out of the first inning. Ouch, this one's really going to hurt.
Davis is there, 2 gone.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Gleyber Torres.
Now to the plate, Torres. Already a home run and a double for him in this one.
Hey, in the last at-bat when he hit that home run on an off-speed pitch, he didn't really crush it, but he certainly hit it well enough to drive it out of the ballpark.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Line toward the alley in left center. He's through first and hustling for second. And now that will hop over the wall. So he'll be at second here with 2 away on a ground rule double.
There's a deep fly ball. Doesn't quite get out of the ballpark, but it hits in the right spot as it bounces off that hard warning track and over the wall for a ground rule double. Not sure if he had...
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And he told me he feels like they're being too patient at the plate right now. Too much of the time, they're finding themselves in disadvantage counts like 0-2 and 1-2. And that's basically never a formula for success. He said they're getting a lot of strikes to swing at, so the emphasis the rest of the game has to be to jump on those strikes early in the at-bat.
All right, thanks, Heidi. So we got him swinging. Brandon Drury goes down now for the first out in the 5th inning.
Lourdes Gurriel.
Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the 2nd out. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. Stepping in for the Jays, Alan Henson will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning.
Hey, this offense needs to check themselves right now. They have to find a way to get somebody on base and get this guy.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. Starting to look bleak, down 10-0. Now batting, Giancarlo Stanton. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Ready now, Luke Voigt. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. High in the air out to center field. Davis is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Up next for the Yankees.
Into the box now. DJ LeMahieu is past batting line against David Phelps. He's had a lot of success. 7 for 11. Line drive to center field. But this will not get down quickly enough as it's pulled in out. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. And here's a ball hit in the air. And no one will track it down. Paxton has his sign. Here it comes on 3-2. Smoke toward the hole. LeMahieu gets to it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting.
Up next is Danny Jansen. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fouled off.
He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
Again, he sends it out of play. And he fouls this one off.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
And it's fouled away. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Takes this the other way to right. Oh, and he misses it. Now this will rattle up against the wall. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
You don't think fielding is important? Instead of a routine out, you got a guy standing at second base after it's 2-base error. We'll see if the pitcher can pick him up.
Fouled away. Another payoff pitch. Slow grounder to first. Voigt charging this one, and he'll take this one to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. Standing in, Socrates Brito. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Count is 1-2 now. The 1-2. High pop up. Voigt has a play, and that retires the side. 1 left for Toronto. Lead looks insurmountable here. They're down 10-0. Here's big Aaron Judge. He'll get things started here in the second half of the 6th.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
And that's out number 1.
Now batting. The shortstop.
So stepping in, Didi Gregorius is past batting line against David Phelps. He's 4 for 11. Big swing, but a little dribbler here to the right side of the mound. Over to Smoke at first, and there are 2 away.
The left fielder, number 11.
2 away now in the Yankees 6th. And up next, the left-handed hitting Brett Gardner. Lifted in the air out to right. Brito is going to have room out there as he puts this. Digging in the switch hitter, Justin Smoke. He'll start things out against James Paxton as we get the inning underway. A 2-1 count to the Blue Jays first baseman. And he comes back with a pitch right down the middle for strike 2. Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Here's another 2-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the move is Stanton. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting, left fielder.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
Hernandez.
Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Coming to the plate now, Brandon Drury. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. And he struck him out to retire the side, so he's through 7 complete. Still, Sean Reed Foley comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. The 2-1. Line towards center field. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
I suppose this is why you usually have the best defensive outfielder in center field. He got a good read on it, charges in hard, and made a fabulous grab. Look for that one to make the highlight reels later on.
Into the box, Torres. Line drive to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
The third baseman.
Digging in, Miguel Andujar. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it, Brito. And the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. But they... Coming forward now, the Toronto designated hitter, number 13. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Now he extends nicely, and this ball driven to right field and deep. But he's going to haul this. He winds up just shy of the wall for the first out. Something to be said for home cooking, apparently, as you get a look at our line score. This one never in doubt, as the home standing 9 have outplayed their guests in every facet of the game. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Stanton has a read on it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out.
And he struck him out. So bleak down. At the plate, Giancarlo Stanton. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. The 1-1. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Hernandez going back, and it's gone as they add still another. In now, Luke Voigt. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
The batter, the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
So striding in, DJ LeMahieu. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. Line to the right side. And this is a fair ball as it'll head for the 3-14 sign. He'll get it into second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Wow, he almost blew that fastball fine, but he shows some quick hands to catch up to it and drive it down the opposite line. Didn't keep it fair by much, but he did, and that's a nice 2-bagger. And
there's a line drive base hit to left field. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
Now batting.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, Devo, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Catch is made. Here comes the runner from third. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third.
The left fielder, number 11.
Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Brett Gardner. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Line towards center field. Davis will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So it's 2. Now at the plate, Danny Jansen starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting. Number 1.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Stepping in, Jonathan Davis. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The batter, the right fielder.
Socrates Brito, the next to bat. He is the final man standing in the way of possible history here tonight.
You don't see too many guys at this level be late on off-speed pitches right there. That tells me he was totally sitting on something else or was going automatic tape.
And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. And a fly ball. And this should do it. Judge is there, makes the catch, and there it is, a no-hitter.
Well, it's something that every pitcher who's ever picked up a baseball dreams about, and he's done it. A no-hit gem in one of the most dominant performances I've seen in a while. He's in the record books forever now.
Well, obviously, after a no-hitter, there's not a whole lot of debate as to the identity of our top player of the game.
Time of the ball game.
Probably.
Afternoon baseball on the show as we welcome you to Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Today, a matchup of division rivals at opposite ends of the standings between the Toronto Blue Jays and the New York Yankees. So the Bronx Bombers are looking to make history here. Digging in now, Jonathan Davis. He will lead this one off today. A ball and 2 strikes now. And a great day for baseball here. 81 degrees at first pitch. And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game. Now a moment as we take a look at the Jays starting 9 for this one. Mark, how did they bounce back and avoid the dreaded sweep?
Well, Matty, you walk into this yard today and it's nothing but a hitter's park. But that can work against you at times. You have to stay within yourself. You can't just be turning and burning on everything. Stay within the game plan and know that a mistake doubles leaving this yard.
He's up in the zone a lot right now. Sometimes that can be effective, but I think you have to be careful with that, especially during a day game where the ball tends to carry a lot more.
Down the third baseline. So this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Now another 2-2. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out. Here's Justin Smoke now. He's yet to get into the hit column in the series. 0 for 7. Clearly off with his timing on that one. A swinging strike.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that
threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. Blue Jays nothing. Yankees coming. Marcus Stroman, a right-hander from the Empire State, gets the starting assignment here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, in this day and age where we're all into numbers and statistics, look at this whip. 1.10 or less. He has a sub 1.1. That's not an easy thing to do, especially in today's game where we see teams scoring a lot of runs. He doesn't walk very many guys, and he doesn't give up that many hits either. This is a real good pitcher and should be fun to watch pitch in this one.
With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, I know this team is hoping Brett Gardner can get on a hot streak. I mean, talk about a rough season. His batting average is sort of an eyesore right now. He just hasn't put it together all season long, and it's become somewhat of a topic of discussion around this team.
The count now at 2-2. The 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Here's Didi Gregorius having a very nice year, currently second in the American League in batting average entering play.
This guy can do just about everything when he's in the lineup. In the top 5 in the league in runs scored, and he's a big part of this offense. So there's more to this guy than just swinging the bat. He can get on base, too.
Not in time, and he's in there with a double. Here's Brett Gardner now. He's currently 9th in the American League batting race entering play. Here's the 3-1. 3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2.
Hey, I love the location right there. Maybe that extra base hit was a big wake-up call to get it going.
And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out. Next for New York, Gary Sanchez. Come up big in spots like this more than once this year. Currently second in the AL in RBIs. 1-2 to the Yankees catcher. 1-2. Here it is. And a good pitch here, but this is taken for a ball as the count moves to 2-2 now on the Yankee catcher. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin the win if he starts looking for it in there.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. They'll get us started in the top of the second. The 2-2. Count remains 2-2. Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time. Is swung on and missed. He got him.
All right, boys, let's take a look at how the Yankees are setting up on defense today. And, guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
Takes this the other way to right. But this will not get out there deep enough as it's run down by the right fielder in the alley for the second out.
Batting sixth, the shortstop, Lourdes Gurriel.
At the plate, number 13. Previous history with Luis Severino, not great. He's 1 for 8, and he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Drives it the other way to deep right. Judge going back on it. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. It was a 3-hit effort from him last night, so he was a big part of that victory. And he checked his swing, but it's a strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Toronto Blue Jays today. And the spotlight today is going to be on Teoscar Hernandez, left fielder. This guy is a great athlete. Gets really good jumps on the ball, but people, his calling card's in the batter's box. He can go deep in a hurry.
Hernandez is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
The center fielder,
Giancarlo Stanton now. Head-to-head history with Marcus Stroman. He's a .375 hitter. He also has 1 home run. 3-2 to the Yankees center fielder. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a 2-seamer, and the inning is over. Stepping up now, Devin Travis. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2. 3-2. Alan Henson will be next. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. A payoff pitch one more time. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3. Into the box, Alan Henson, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Travis gets his lead at first, nobody out.
Hey, great job just to be able to foul that one off. In today's game, that's what we're seeing, north-south. Pitchers want to elevate, want to get you out above the zone or below it.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Alan Henson goes down for the first out here in inning number 3. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Jonathan Davis. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this. A 1-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. The set and the 1-2 fouled away. 3rd inning, no score to this point. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning.
Welcome back. as the Yankees prepare for their third turn through the order. Fans of the Bronx Bombers have been treated to quite a bit of production from this lineup so far this year. In fact, with the highest team batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging percentage in all of Major League Baseball, it's probably safe to say they have the absolute best offense in the sport these days. As one player told me earlier, yeah, I mean, you don't have to dig too deep into the stats to understand the level we're playing at. We have a special group, we know it, and we still think we can get better. Safe to say no one else around the league hopes they can, guys.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Now at the plate, DJ LeMahieu. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Line to the right side, and that'll find its way into right field for a one-out single. And as you see right there, that'll push his hitting streak yet another game as he has been on fire this month.
He certainly has. He's seeing the ball so big, Matty. You see the confidence oozing off him in the box. He hasn't fished at anything in the last month or so. So I don't expect this to go away anytime soon.
Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
He'll be kicking himself tonight if he doesn't come up with a big knock right here. That pitch was in a hittable location, and a hitter of this caliber usually doesn't let that go by.
And this pitch is swung on and missed, and the AL's leading hitter is set down on strikes. 2 away. So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And here's the left-handed hitting shortstop, Didi Gregorius now. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Neither guy willing to. LeMahieu, the runner at first with 2 gone. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Digging in for his second at-bat, Justin Smoke, as we begin the top of the 4th.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get him in, but that hasn't been the case.
Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
Now batting.
The 2-1 home.
Teoscar Hernandez.
Turned on, but that's ripped foul down the third baseline. Another 2-2 offering. And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game.
The third baseman,
digging in to try it again, Brendan Drury. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Now the 2-1. Fouled off. 2 out, nobody on. And he got another one here. He strikes out the side. He set down 5 in a row via the punch out, and the inning is over. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Brett Gardner. He's hitting at a .500 clip in the series coming into this one. 5 hits in 10 tries. Weak grounder back to the mound. And there's 1 away.
Now batting, catcher.
So coming to the plate, Gary Sanchez looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him. Especially with runners in scoring position, those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
And he popped him up. Travis ranging into shallow right. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out. Digging in, Torres 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. This is line to left. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit. And a good job to get to it quickly and get it back in. That'll hold him to a 2-out single.
Now batting.
So the runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And striding into the plate, it'll be Miguel Andujar. Line toward the gap in left center. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
The center fielder, number 27.
Striding into the box, Giancarlo Stanton, looking to make it 3 straight 2-out hits here. He's got a runner in scoring position at second. The set and the 1-2, and he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Yanks strand a pair. Welcome back to the Bronx as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Despite the fact that they've yet to push a run across, the game is still tied, and the pitch count for their opposition is really getting up there. They think that making him work as hard as he has is going to pay off later in the game, and that they just need to stick to the process.
All right, thanks, Heidi. So he chased out of the strike zone on that one. Number 13 becomes the first out of the inning.
The second baseman.
The 2-2.
Travis.
Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Alan Hansen the next to bat. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
And he's got another one. 13 strikeouts now, and the inning is over. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Wackney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Despite the fact that they've yet to push a run across, the game is still tied, and the pitch count for their opposition is really getting up there. They think that making him work as hard as he has is going to pay off later in the game, and that they just need to stick to the process.
Now batting.
All right, Heidi, thank you. So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Luke Voigt is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring in DJ LeMahieu. 2 balls and a strike down to the Yankees leadoff. Man, no runs, 4 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. To 2-2 now.